So I like Craigslist. And a lot of people think it's weird. My mom in particular gets freaked out anytime I tell her I'm going to go and meet somebody on Craigslist to do anything. And I've bought a number of big name items off of Craigslist with much success. I got my freaking Wii, I got my iPod, I got a DVD player, I got all this stuff. I sold stuff on Craigslist myself, so I've been the sellee. I've been that person, you know. I've sold my first Xbox. I got the new one, a little fancy one with the little matte finish and it's black with the vent and the built-in Wi-Fi. Yeah, I got that. I do that. I sold my old one to somebody, you know, just like the day before they released this, was I knew about it. I don't think he knew about it, and he wanted to get his daughter an Xbox for her birthday, and I was like, hey, I'll hook you up, player. Gave it to him. You know, maybe it was a little bit of jank. It was a little jank, but it's cool because he got his thing. And Craigslist is awesome because you can do things like that. You can meet people you never meet before. You can do things you never did before, and you just don't get that with eBay and Amazon. Now, the thing too is that I've been scammed on both eBay and Amazon, but not on Craigslist. Go figure. The anonymity of the internet makes it a little bit easier to do those things. They can have credit cards, fake names, like privacy walls, all this stuff. They have things to protect them, but there's also things there to protect you as well. So if they do screw you, you get all your money back. Like that. That is the also part about the other two sites. Craigslist, not so much. If they want to decide they want to rob you or just trick you, or let's give you a scenario. Let's say you go in, you know, they know how much money you have in your pocket. You come to buy this thing, it maybe costs $300, and so you come out there with your money and they go, hey, player, hey, do me a favor. Give me your ID, give me your cell phone, and give me the money, and I'm not gonna shoot you. And you just gonna look at them like, oh, here are all those things you asked for, sir or madam. I can't tell because I'm scared and I'm petrified actually. So just here. Also, do you want my pants? Because I soiled them a little bit. And they're probably gonna say, no, I don't want your soiled pants. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet, but there always stands that risk where something awful could happen because you're going into people's house. Well, okay. I've gone to people's houses before, which I know I shouldn't. They always say, like on Craigslist, on like the little guide thing, it says don't do this stuff in someone's house. Do it in a private area. But in the early days of Craigslist, when it first started, I went to people's houses all the time. Actually, the best story I have is I want to go get my iPod, and the woman said, just come inside my house. So I come inside the house, and I go up to the door, walk through the door, and there's a kitchen door, like, blocking things out. So I open up the kitchen door, and this little boy is standing right there. Daddy! Oh, you're not my daddy. Ooh, yep, I'm not your dad, because I'm not Mexican. And I'm like, wow, that could have went really, really, really wrong. Like, that little kid could have been someone insane, and they could have been like, hello, you got money? Stab in the face! Run away. That could have happened to me. Or I could have been the crazy one, and that little kid could around and be like, Daddy! I'm like, yeah, I'm your daddy now. And I take it and I run away and I got a kid. But luckily none of that happened because we were all sane people. And I like to go into like situations thinking that everybody is good and kind, but then things like the Craigslist murderer happen, and you're just like, okay, now this is scary, now I'm afraid. But the fact is that's in the minority. That doesn't always happen. There's a movie called Craigslist Joe, which shows a guy who basically survives off the kindness of strangers. And I want to kind of just say, like, that kind of thing is very real. That kind of thing is the reality of the world. I don't think the world is necessarily 100% evil. I think that there are a lot of really good people out there. Like recently, with Craigslist, I decided I wanted to go to the Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z concert, right? Just on this last minute, the day of the concert. So I go on Craigslist and I look up, ticket stuff, and I find someone finally who's like, okay, I'll sell you the ticket. So we meet up at the Popeyes right by my house. No jokes. We meet up at the Popeyes right by my house. And she's smoking a cigarette sitting outside, and we're talking, and she goes, so you're going to go to the concert? And I go, yeah, I'm going to be there. And I ask her, so what happened and you're not going? And she goes, oh, I'm going to be there. The other person that I was going with was canceling. I'm going, oh, so I guess we're hanging out. And she goes, I guess we are. And then I get to the concert, and she's a freaking sweetheart. She buys me drinks. She's super nice. We're having a conversation. I walk her out to the train afterwards, and it was a very, very good, awesome experience. Turns out she runs a marketing company. We have a lot in common, and we exchange information, obviously through Craigslist. But she's like, hey, send me those pictures through an email or something. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk again. You were awesome, and we hug and we leave, and it was a very, very good experience. Now, initially, I was scared and was like, I hope this isn't a scam. Hope she's not ripping me off. Hope this ticket is real. And I was really, really worried about it, but I didn't have to be because she was a stand-up citizen of the world and the internet. It's just the way I think things go. And so I think that while it is very scary to trust people on sites like Craigslist, I think it's a thing that everyone has to do at some point because we have to restore our faith in humanity. Like this kind of thing is a really good way to restore your faith in humanity. It's a really good way to see that people in this world are awesome. Yes, there are a few creepos and scumbags, but the fact is, you're probably gonna run into them anyway at some point anyway. I said anyway twice, so I just ruined the entire sentence structure of this video. Oh my God, I'm just the worst. I quit. I'm done. Okay, I'm not really done. I'm back. But anyway, you just gotta learn to trust people sometimes, and I think Craigslist is an awesome way to do that. Yes, like I said before, it's scary, but sometimes you have to face your fears and learn to trust your peers. My name is Chris, and I love Craigslist. I reuse Teleport.